Hello and greetings. My name is Altea Davis, and I'm coming to you from Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. It's evening here, and I'm pre-recording this, so I hope that you will enjoy this talk and get inspired. And of course, if you do have questions or comments and would like to share, please feel free to contact the organizers and they'll get in touch with me and I'll definitely respond. So without further ado, I would like to take you on a journey and captivate you for a couple of minutes as being a former Chief Data Officer and currently the Managing Partner and Chief Data Officer of Turnkey Management Consulting. We are the world's first Chief Data Officer-led data management consultancy located right here in Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates. So without further ado, let's begin. The title of my speech is called Change Your Relationships and Change Your Outcomes. Picture this. You're watching a movie, and in the movie, there's a man on a hot, scorching summer's day. He's at the foot of a mountain, and he looks up, and he sees the pinnacle of the mountain, the peak. He thinks, I've got this. I've got lots of experience, and I can do this. And he jumps and he starts walking up the mountain. But quickly, the camera angle changes and zooms in so that the audience can now see that he's decided, with his cocky demeanor, to go up the mountain, climbing up on his knees over broken glass. Yes, broken glass. He starts off one step at a time. The first step, cracking grass. The second step, bleeding knees. The third step, hands shivering. The fourth step, sweating from the shock onto his body, sending shivers through to his face. Yet he's determined. He continues to go on doing the same thing over and over and over again. How far do you think that this man will get up the side of this mountain? Does this story sound familiar in the context of companies or even a person in their career as a data scientist, doing things over and over and over again without thinking about, wait a second, is there another way to do this? Changing your relationship starts with changing your perceptions of yourself and, of course, your perception of others. There's a perception that a data scientist can do everything and can be anything for everyone in a corporation. But we know that's simply not true. Everyone is human, even a data scientist, of course. And another truth is that every corporation is trying to adapt AI rapidly, digitalize rapidly, and of course, let's not forget, be data-driven. But all of these things require a change in the way we put out our efforts into it, a change in the inclusion of who is involved in it. That's right. It's an effort from a group, not one hero, but a group, so that we actually need to look at that group. So the group doesn't even look alike. Some of them are unaware customers. Some are hidden producers. Some are major actors, and others are financiers impacting the script and, of course, the success. Yes, we all need to work together in the film of the corporation. So let's have a closer look at that. What should a corporation do that wants to scale AI, wants to scale advanced analytics? These are very, very, very good questions. What should you do, the data scientist? How can you, one person, make a difference? Let's look at this a little bit closer. In my opinion, as a chief data officer, I think you can do 4 things. 4 things differently, not just 4 things. So let's go closer. One thing you can do is take a step sideways. That's right. Make room and promote inclusion in data teams with your colleagues to get appreciated and, yes, airtime from the powers at be in your company. These soldiers quietly are there. Their names are data governance consultants or specialists, data ethics people, data curators, data engineers, even data stewards, and some newbies, data translators, connecting to the business, who are crucial to make the data fit for purpose. So you might ask, you know the situation where you spend 80% of your time as a data scientist doing other people's work, yet you're charging your company 100% to pay you to do only 20% of the data scientist's work? Yes, that's the 80% of work that I'm telling you, step aside, let another one do it, and let somebody else shine while they're doing an amazing job. And why should you do this? You might say, but you can't trust these people. Nobody can prepare the data as well as you. They'll just make it a mess. But is that really the case? Are you afraid that you'll get blamed? No, you won't get blamed. How can your firm scale AI if you don't allow the scaling process to start at the beginning of the pipeline? It's not all about the algorithm, nor all about one person. The other thing you can do, the second thing you can step forward. That's right. Look up and look out and demand more from your firm, from your company. What you might say, what should you demand? Why should you stand up? You should demand more. Don't be like that man on the hill. Don't climb up blindly to the facts of your condition. You should expect more. You should realize that you yourself are a data customer. That's right. You need visions. You need a library. You need a library of data in context about your algorithms, your knowledge assets, and those of others. You need to know how it's used and when it's used and how frequently it makes impact and in what place can it be accessed and whether or not things are trustworthy. Most importantly, you need to be able to add to the catalog of knowledge assets for your company. The third thing you can do is take a step back That's right. Back away from that mountain and gain some insight. Make room to allow AI to scale through the participation of the data citizens. Encourage your data leadership to invite the crowd. That's right, the data crowd, with their ideas, their energy, their enthusiasm, and most importantly, their knowledge, to be at the center stage. The worst thing that could happen is that your work will be used and reused again and again and find more audiences, creating more success and more benefits for your company. The fourth thing you can do is take a step up. That's right. Academic banter versus operational impact. Which one? Opportunities to scale are abundant, yet seldom embraced. Come into the wide open spaces of your organization and observe not only the next opportunity to do a pilot, but look beyond to find connections of multiple opportunities and make something bigger. Don't go alone. Encourage others to join you and do the same thing. That's right. End the negative spiral and create a greater initiative that doesn't stop with the first value creation, but multiplies. And take those steps together, opposed to the man on the mountain. Be impactful, make it operational, and anchor it as an AI portfolio with an operating model. So you guys can do it again and again and again, creating that value and scale that you weren't able to capture alone on your islands. That's right. So some might say that algorithms will soon become a commodity and that the 650% skyrocketing demand for data scientists will soon topple. Either way, AI adoption at scale will continue to be an aspiration. I mean, in no shape or form, in any country, anywhere where in the world or any continent, is this a given or already accomplished. We've got a lot of work to do. Do you want to be part of the positive impact and in reaching that goal? Or do you want to continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, like that man on the side of the mountain? At the end of the day, it is a choice. It is a mindset. It's your opportunity to see the mountain for what it is. Know your place. Know and acknowledge the place of others. Know your true needs and be demanding to get them fulfilled. Know your limitations, but at most, know your opportunities. Thank you very much and all the best. Enjoy the conference and looking forward to seeing you next year. Good evening.